YouTube, it's William. Welcome to another production update. I'm going to give you guys where we at on as far as WCSKs, some wholesale stuff, and a lot of the retail orders other than the SKs. So right how as you see on the table, this is about 25 knives that we're shipping to Great Northern Knives. In the past 3 weeks or so, we have shipped almost 90 knives to Great Northern. So we have been getting quite a few knives out to Great Northern, in addition to the retail knives that we've been shipping out as well. So we have been producing quite a few knives. So I thank you to the bottom of my heart for you guys' support in 2020. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't exist. I appreciate you allowing me and my help to live our dream, and that's to make knives and enjoy the cutlery world, if you will. So anyway, I really do. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you who have supported WC Knives through 2020. And kept the lights on and fires burning and all that good stuff. So I wish each and every one of you the best year of your life in 2021. Look up, good things are coming. I feel it in my bones. So don't get discouraged about any of the things that's going on around us in the political world. It will all work out, and we will all be fine. Okay? All right. So anyway, this is 25 that we're sending in to Great Northern Knives. And a lot of these have been pre-ordered, but many of them are restock items. So they're going to have some AK Scouts back on the shelves. They're going to have some Saner Scouts back on the shelves. They're going to have some Stranded Woodsmans on the shelf available for immediate shipment. So there's just going to be a lot of good things that they have. And they have in stock. As of yesterday, I don't know about today, but as of yesterday, they had in stock some Sportsman's Choice knives, even some in Sure Touch. So get with the Great Northern Knives, because they may have quite a few things in stock that's ready to ship out. If you got some Christmas money burning a hole in your pocket, it's a good place to spend it right there. All right. And if you don't know who Great Northern Knives is, there will be a link in the description below to these dealers that I'm talking about. I have like 4 or 5 dealers that deal with my knives. So anyway, there will be a link in the description below. Also, there is, if you missed it, there is a new design that is proprietary to the Stitch Gear Outfitters. It's called the Outfitter, and there will be a link at the end of this video of the introduction of that knife. It is a very popular knife so far. The pre-orders, which will have a 1 stamped on the blade, will end the end of this month. So if you want a 1 on your blade indicating first run, then you need to get over to stitchgear.com and do your pre-order, okay? And there's several options. There's all the micarta choices and like 4 Sure Touch choices. Of course, they will come with Randy Smith's Stitch Gear sheaths that's famous all over the world. Okay, so anyway, I don't have one in the shop to show you, but you'll be able to see one in that video. And also, if you go over to his website, you'll be able to see the Outfitter. That's the name of it, the Outfitter, on his website. A phenomenal design that is taking off very, very, very well. So get in on that pre-order. New designs. I was toying in the shop with this one. This is a mega, and the name of this one is Damage. Quite obvious. It's a prototype, a 3/16. I've got one in 5/32 that I'm going to fabricate in a B model to see how that works. Trying to take some of the weight down, but right now the balance is right there at the handle, that's what you'd want in a large knife. This one's 3/16. So anyway, we're going to try with different weights. and different types of steel. This is 01. That's what I had in the shop in 3/16. So I just wanted to see the size and the feel of 3/16. But man, that is a lot of knife. As Crocodile Dundee says, that's a knife. Point is more for tactical use. It's got that buoy, although you could probably skin a buck with that pretty easily. But it's more for penetrating and stabbing and that type of thing. Than it's not for twisting and making fireboards. It's just too sharp of a point for that. But anyway, I mean, you could. There's technique that you could use to do that, but it's not for drilling, in other words. But anyway, that's something I've been playing around with in the shop. If you're interested in something like that, just contact Great Northern Knives. They're able to take a lot of the pre-orders for new designs that I'm developing. Also, still loving this Master Bushcraft, or Bushman, Master Bushman. Still a phenomenal. The more I use this knife, the more I'm falling in love with it. It has been on my side and on my belt for 2 weeks now, and I'll tell you what, folks, for a bushcraft knife or a EDC, I didn't think I would ever have something that would top my Nessie, but I think this one might take Nessie's place for me. It's the only difference between this and the Nessie. This one's a little bit thicker. It's 5/32, but it has that tooth. That tooth is what it just, and when I do the introduction, I'm going to show you all the things that I put this knife through as far as testing it in R&D and verifying that the angles and all the curves and everything that was in my brain actually functions the way I wanted it to. And so far, it's a phenomenal knife. And if you want to pre-order this and get on the list already, then right now I have blanks. It's being water jetted starting next week for this model, so we'll be getting that out probably within 45 days or so to Great Northern. But anyway, if you want to get on the pre-order list, then get with Great Northern Knives, and they'll be able to fix you right up for that. Again, that's the Master Bushman. That's the Master Bushman model. Let me insert a little piece here that I forgot in the original video. There is going to be some carvers that is going to be sold in the next week or so. Look for a video of further information. These with the red oak handles like this, the little stick tangs, are made out of 3/32 01 handle. Our blade is about 3.5. Overall is about 8 3/8. They will come with the sheath standard. Pricing on these will be about $175. So there will just be one listing. There will be, I think, 20 of them available. So things will vary. I mean, they're all handmade. This little stamp, some of them you may get. There may be where the logo is either darkened or lighter or concave a little bit because they are hand stamped. So they may be indented a little bit. 90-degree spines, the standard 12-degree Scandi, and so anyway, got thumb scallops. A nice little carver, very light, make an excellent little neck knife, like so. Also, there's gonna be about 20 of these. Also, there's going to be this other little carver. These are made out of Nitro V. They're a little thicker than the 1/8 inch. I think there's like 0.135 or 3/8 or something like that. So a little bit thicker than the 1/8 inch normally for the Nessies. So I just kind of took the hump off and shortened the blade slightly. The blade on these will be about 3 inches. Overall is about 8. So anyway, these are going to have some very good handles. Good handles, all of them are good. But they're going to have some presentation grade wood. This one is a coffee bag. I had one scale left for a coffee bag that has black pins and black liners. I found this in the back of my handle bin. But anyway, so this will be one of them, and they're all in Nitro V. There's going to be 10 of those in total. and they will come with the sheath as well. They're going to fit deep in the sheath, so but you still have plenty of room to pull it out with the little lanyard. So anyway, these will be sold with the sheath at $295. Okay, $175 with the sheath, $295 with the sheath. Okay, so look for that video, and when these are uploaded on my web store, they will be under the Available Knives web page. So look for additional information on that. So that's all the things that's coming up and is going out and happening right now. WCSKs, let's talk about them for a second. We have shipped out as of this week through 480. I have right now we're going to start heat treating 481 through 490 and probably up to 500. So you know what that means. We're getting very, 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 very close to the special limited run of 500 through 515 of 3V WCSK's custom bills. And they will be only sold through my website when we get to that point. We're not at that point yet, but we're getting close. I projected in the last update a couple of weeks ago that it would be probably the end of January, first part of February, and that's still a good time frame. Because once I get through up to 500 out the door, then those knives will be listed in order, in sequence. I don't like doing those out of sequence. Matter of fact, I don't do it out of sequence because it's not fair to those who's ordered before. And I wish that if you had one on order, I could apply that to these customs, but I can't. Again, this is a sequence deal. So if you have one on order, you have to fulfill that order. But if you want to buy one of these as extra, then by all means you can do that. But anyway, these will be in 3V. They will have, I think it's Coca-Cola handles, and they will be special knives. Anyway, look for that probably the end of January, first part of February. All right. SKs we have sold up through 565 at this point. That's where the serial numbers are at. Okay, on the retail side of what we're working on right now that's being handled this week, and will probably ship out next week, not next week, but the following week. They'll be handled starting Monday, and I'll do the finish grinds the following week. Hale, your Nessie is being handled. Upshaw, your Blackbird is being handled. Dunlap, your Blackbird is being handled. Your SK, I don't know where your SK is at this point, but I'll hold your Blackbird until the SK is done. McVeigh, your full flat daily chore, that's what you've ordered is a full flat. If you wanted the Woodsman's full flat, you need to let me know. But that one's being handled. Colson, your your Blackbird is being handled. Phipps, your Blackbird is being handled. Buckhalt, your Blackbird is being handled. Royster, your Nessie, your distal taper Nessie is being handled. So that takes us up to 12.9. Now, after I have some orders on 12.9 and 12.10 for the belt knives, and those are being heat treated next week, so we'll get those in the mix. Probably ship out in about 3 to 4 weeks on the belt knives that's been ordered, and so that should get us pretty close. There's a couple of MKs that I need to get in the heat treat process that was ordered after the 12.9 orders. So that's on my list to get those started as well. Let's talk about the CNC and the folders. Okay, the CNC machine is together. We're working on finalizing the wiring and getting that done. The individual I have doing that is Chris. Chris came back to the shop for a few days. He's putting that together for me before he, and so hopefully we can get that done in the next week or so, and I can kind of start that learning process as far as getting the folders out. We're still looking at a late spring, early summer release on those that's been pre-ordered. I get in contact quite a bit about how can I pre-order. I missed it. Well, Great Northern Knives had pre-ordered a select number, and I don't know how many of those he has left. But if you want to get your name in on that pre-order, then contact Great Northern Knives. They may have some still available to assign to you. I don't know. You'd have to get with them. Okay. But that is in the works. Also, another exciting thing is I have ordered a fiber laser. That is going to help me with the stenciling and a lot of things in the shop for blade logos and names and just upping my game. We're always trying to improve, to enhance, to take that next step here at WC Knives. We're not comfortable where we're at. We're always looking for that next mountain. And so I've ordered a laser, and I'm hoping to have that in the next month or so. That is as far as new equipment. That's what is happening right now, and that's also going to help with the folders. I always knew that there was going to have to be new equipment for the folders. That's the reason there was such a long lead on that. The other thing is, let's talk about the website for a moment. I have wrestled with this. I am going more and more toward the wholesale side because it is easier for me to take lists from dealers and like this one has 25 out, and like I said, we put out almost 90 knives to Great Northern in the last 3 weeks. We can put out more knives through a wholesale order than I can on a retail side. So as soon as I can get the website redone here in the next few days or a week or so or 2 weeks, you're going to find there's many changes. You will no longer be able to order knives from my website except for the SK. I will leave that as a retail order, the SK only. Okay, all the other knives are going to have to be ordered through my dealers. And if you don't know who my dealers are, then there is a page on my website called Authorized Dealers. So if you go up to the menu bar, that's the 3 little hashes up at the right corner right now. That may change, but if you see that, that is a menu bar. Click on that or touch that, and a menu will drop down. Go to Knives, and under Knives, there is a page that says Authorized Dealers. Look on there. Great Northern Knives has a great selection. Randy at Stitch Gear Outfitters, he is working on getting a good selection. Northern Woodsman Elite has a huge order that's being in process right now. Matter of fact, their net last order is being heat treated starting next week. So they have a very good selection of knives. A lot of it's proprietary to their store. A lot of the things that Great Northern has is proprietary to their store. Also, Vern down in Florida at MT's Gun Shop, he has some WC knives there. You have to call him. He does not have a website, but his information is there on my webpage. So, and there's other things in the works. So what I'm saying is there's going to be some big changes starting very soon. We're going to be going more and more toward the wholesale side. And the reason for that is get more WC knives out there in your hands. We're not that much of a custom shop anymore. We're more of a production shop. It's just that that's just where we're headed. That's where my heart is. That's where my vision is, and it's just to get as many WC knives quality in as many people's hands as possible, because there's nothing like a WC knife on the market. I have not seen anything any close. So you may find something that says, well, that blade looks like that one, but if you look real close, the grinds are not even close. So we're continually improving that and coming out with new designs and new thoughts and new visions, such as this damage. I just like big knives. it's just something about a big knife. You know, I just love it. But anyway, that's where we're going in 2021, and I hope you guys will stay with us and continue to grow with us. And I appreciate you so much. I really do. Thank you for a fantastic 2020 and helping us keep the lights on and growing in the new shop. As a matter of fact, I've got builders coming in 2 weeks. We're adding on. Going to move the grind room into a new area that we're closing in, and we're going to be adding on to the front and the back, and we're building. We're continually building. This is not something that I'm happy with standing still. Anything stagnant is dying. So we're continually growing, improving, building, not only in our craft, but also in our size and our production. So thank you for everything that you guys do again. I can't thank you enough. And until the next one, get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you. Get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. Catch you again soon. Bye.